I will start first methane, okay. Methane, formula of methane is what? CH4. This is also called marsh gas. Marsh gas, and this is an example of greenhouse gas. Greenhouse gas. Greenhouse gas. What are greenhouse gases? I think you know. Greenhouse are the gases which causes warming effect, which retains the heat and supplies the heat to the earth's surface. So they are called greenhouse gases. Methane is one of the greenhouse gases. We have methane gas, carbon dioxide gas, CFC, chlorofluorocarbon gas. They are greenhouse gases. Even water vapor also greenhouse gases. This is also called marsh gas, CH4. Now, as per the reduced syllabus, we don't have to know the preparations. You have to only know the properties. Properties of marsh gas, ethane gas, and methane gas property only you have to know. No preparations now. It is mentioned in the reduced syllabus. So, we will be just doing the properties of methane. Methane and ethane actually both of them are saturated form of hydrocarbon. They are saturated hydrocarbon because they have single bonding between their carbon atoms, single bonds. So this hydrocarbon is saturated is stable, that means less reactive. They take part in substitution reactions and they do not take part in addition reactions. Unsaturated hydrocarbons take part in addition reactions and they do not take part in substitution. But they are already companies and they will take part only in the substitution reactions. We say substitution reaction of methane. I think I have given it, just have an idea of the substitution reaction of CH4 with halogens. With halogen means like chlorine, bromine or iodine, with any one of these reactions. Okay, let us write for CH4. It is very easy. Once you learn, you can do by yourself also. Here the condition is UV light, or you have to supply heat. Then there are 4 hydrogen. One hydrogen will be substituted by one chlorine. It becomes like this: CH3Cl plus HCl. You can complete the product first and then I will tell you this I want to complete. CH3Cl, that is one hydrogen is decreasing and one chlorine is increasing. Next time it will become CH2Cl2. One hydrogen less, one chlorine more. Next time it will become CHCl3. One hydrogen less, one chlorine more. Chlorine value is increasing 1, 2, 3 and hydrogen value is decreasing. It was 3, now 2, now 1, now there is no hydrogen. It becomes CCl4. Plus HCl, we write every time here, plus HCl, plus HCl, and this condition will remain the same, this condition. And from this is the product that we bring here, CH3Cl plus Cl2, and we get this. This one will bring here, CH2Cl2 plus Cl2. This one will bring here, like that. 4-stage reaction takes place, 4 steps. This is all 4 stage reactions called complete substitution. Complete substitution of methane with the halogens. Halogens can be chlorine or it can be bromine or it can be iodine. But the main thing is how to write down reactions like this. The idea is 4 hydrogen now become 3 hydrogen and 1 Cl will be substituting 1 hydrogen. It will come here. Next time 3 will become 2, this become 1, CHCl3, CCl4. What is the name of this compound? The name of this compound is chloroform. Chloroform. CHCl3. And this is called carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride, which is an electrolyte used in putting out electrical fire. Remember, it contains only molecules, not electrolyte. So these all reactions are the substitution reaction of methane. Chloroform is quite an important compound or chemical which is used to make a person unconscious. Like usually in the hospitals, in the operation theater, the doctor, they use chloroform to anesthesia to make a person fainting. To faint, in order to faint a person, they use chloroform. You can know yourself only, no. You can know yourself 3 become decreasing 2, it becomes H. Now there is no H. You know it. Left side the same thing will come, CH3 only will come here, next time this only will come here, next time this only will come here. Whatever is the product that comes here and reacts with chlorine again with this. Like that, we can complete process. This is CH2, Cl2. So the main thing is none the method how. It's okay, understood? If they ask to write all the write the complete substitution reactions of methane with chlorine, we will write entire reactions. Or question may come, what kind of reaction does methane have with hydrogen? Name the type of reactions. So the type of reaction is substitution, because it is saturated hydrocarbon with single carbon bonding. Then this hydrocarbon is a stable one, so it takes part only in the substitution reaction. It does not take part in addition reaction. Hope you understood it. If they ask you how can you make chloroform, name the gas used in making chloroform, then answer is methane. And how do we make? In the third stage we get chloroform. If you can, you stop there only, don't proceed further. You got chloroform. If they ask you how can you write the reactions for the preparation or for the manufacture of chloroform, then you could write only this reaction, the third stage reaction, only this reaction you could write. But by chance example you have forgotten, you start from here and you know the method how to complete. Then you come to the third stage and then stop it there. And if you can remember the third stage directly, then just write the third stage reaction. That will be enough. Or you can do with the pencil in the rough side and just write on the third reaction, the first 2 reactions you omit, you erase it, then you get the answer only left over. Hope you understood it. Huh? Okay. Now the second one is called complete. In the syllabus they have mentioned complete oxidation of methane. What is the meaning of oxidation? We are burning it in the presence of air or oxygen. Complete means in the excess of air we are burning methane gas. Just remember, any kind of hydrocarbon when we burn in air, any kind of hydrocarbon when burnt in air, it gives CO2 and H2O. Carbon dioxide and water vapor as product. Carbon dioxide and water vapor. Do you know at home we use LPG cylinders? LPG we use for cooking. What are those LPG? Full form is liquefied petroleum gas. Yeah, but that actually it is a petroleum gas which is liquefied, which is changed into liquid form. But what are those gases? Do you know? What are petroleum gases? Petroleum gases are these gases only. Methane, ethane, propane, they are the gases only. And we are changing them into liquid form and storing in the cylinder and using it. They are used in as a domestic fuel. We use these gases as a domestic fuel because they have high calorific value. That means their amount of heat generated in the flame is quite high and it's used for cooking purpose. Suppose you want a candle, we have something else, maybe a kerosene stove and all, they don't have that much high calorific value as they all have this gases. So because of very high calorific value, they contain high amount of heat, the flame, we are using them in the domestic fuel for cooking purpose. Okay. Now, do you know candle? Candle also is a form of paraffin. Paraffin is saturated hydrocarbon. When we solidify methane gas, propane gas, when we solidify, change into solid, it will become candle. And when you burn the candle, it gives a flame, but that flame will not contain too much heat because the quantity of the gases used out here is small, so it will not give that high calorific value. Candle, and talking about candle. Now, complete oxidation of methane, whenever any hydrocarbon is burnt in air, it gives carbon dioxide and water vapor. Even candle will be burning and it gives carbon dioxide and water vapor. So, we write the reaction like this: CH4 plus O2, that is the excess of air we are burning methane gas. It will give CO2 plus H2O. Actually, it gives heat also, but heat part we may not write. There is exothermic reaction. That heat we are using for cooking purpose. Let us balance it. This is carbon dioxide, this is water vapor. How to balance it? Let us check. 2 hydrogen, only 2 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen is there, so put 2 there. And 2 plus 2, 4, we have put 2 there, balanced. So this is all about methane gas. So we have done about the methane. Usually they don't ask normally, but I'll just tell you, and it is not in the syllabus. Uses are not in the syllabus now. If they ask to give one use of methane gas, you say in making chloroform, in making shoe polish, it makes it is used in making shoe polish, and it is used as a in the domestic field, LPG. Now I will be doing this one now. Second one, ethane. Ethane formula, as you know, C2H6. No common name for it. It is not called marsh gas and it is neither greenhouse gas. It also has a substitution reaction with the hydrogens. All alkane members, that is saturated hydrocarbon, take part in the substitution reactions only. Here also we will do it in a tricky way. Suppose I write C2H6 plus Cl2 in the same condition. UV light or heat. How many hydrogens are there? 6 hydrogens. So hydrogen quantity will keep on decreasing and quantity of Cl will keep on increasing. Then is 6 hydrogen, one by one, the hydrogen will be substituted by 1 chlorine every time. Then we have altogether 6 stage reactions. 6 stages. C2 remain as it is, nothing to do with C2. Only hydrogen quantity is substituted by chlorine. So you will have the reactions taking place in the 6 stages. All the stages we can show out here. First we can write the product like this: C2H5Cl plus HCl. Next stage you can add C2H4Cl2. First you complete this side, then you know what to write over here. C2H3Cl3 plus HCl. Next you can add C2H2Cl4 plus HCl. Next you can add C2HCl5 plus HCl. Next you can add C2 or hydrogen bond to CH6 plus HCl. Like that you can say. That is 6 stages. The quantity of hydrogen keeps on decreasing. It was 6, now it became 5. 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. No hydrogen. Chlorine quantity keeps on increasing. Now how to write this side? This was a product will come here. We can add the C2H5, Cl plus Cl2. This only will come here. C2H4, Cl2 plus Cl2. This product only comes here. C2H3, Cl3 plus Cl2. This only will come here. C2H2, Cl4 plus Cl2. This will come here. C2HCl5 plus Cl2. And this same condition. So we should know how to start, and once we know how to start, then we know how to finish also. So we start, keep on decreasing the value of H, keep on increasing the value of Cl. And this side same thing comes here, this is carrying on. HCl is carrying on, Cl2 also carrying on. This condition also carries on. And so far the name is concerned, I call it monochloroethane, dichloroethane, trichloroethane, tetrachloroethane, pentachloroethane, hexachloroethane. But naming not very important, and probably they will not ask, they will only ask general type of question. They will ask you, name the type of reaction taking place between ethane and chlorine or ethane and bromine. What type of reaction? You say substitution. They have not asked so far in ICC. Because question will carry 1 mark only, and for 1 mark you are not supposed to write all 6 stages. Yes. So what? It is a product of ethanol. From ethanol we are making it. It is called hexachloroethane. Even CCl4 is called carbon tetrachloride, and it is also known as tetrachloromethane. Tetrachloromethane, that is also known as tetrachloromethane. Okay, because you bother this one of C2, carbon how many atoms are there? Then it is ethane group. No? 2 A is equal to 2 means ethane. 2 carbons are coming, so ethane group. So hexachloroethane, right? Next one is complete oxidation of ethane. Complete oxidation of ethane. We already have it in the copy. Oxidation of ethane gas. Ethane also is a hydrocarbon. When you burn in the air, excess of air, it will give CO2 and H2O. One thing just keep in mind, probably they will not ask you. Complete oxidation time we use excess of air. Incomplete oxidation time we use limited supply of air, and it can be very limited supply of air also. If we use limited supply of air, we get carbon monoxide instead of carbon dioxide. We get carbon monoxide, which is quite dangerous gas because it is poisonous in the sense that it will enter your body. Carbon monoxide I am talking about, not the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is not that poisonous. We are having in the atmosphere and it is not causing us to die. But carbon monoxide will cause us to die because carbon monoxide reacts with the hemoglobin of the blood and it forms carboxyl hemoglobin. Carboxyl hemoglobin is a solid compound, solid. So your blood circulation will stop because your blood will change to a solid. Instead of being a liquid, it will be forming a solid compound here. So blood circulation stops and the person will die. That is the idea. That is the reason why whenever we are burning fuels, particularly in the kitchen, LPG and also, there should be a proper ventilation. Ventilation should be good so that we have excess of air present in the room, in the kitchen. So that is advised. So complete oxidation will cause carbon monoxide. That means incomplete one. That means limited supply of air or oxygen. And when we have very limited supply of air, then we get carbon black. Excess of air we get carbon dioxide and H2O. Limited supply we get carbon monoxide and H2O. And very limited supply we get carbon plus H2O. This carbon is called carbon black, which is used in making printers ink that press newspapers and all. They use ink to the black ink. So that is that carbon one. And carbon black is also used in making tires. All the tires are black in color, the carbon is added to make it hard. So plenty of use we have carbon black. Carbon paper also we have for duplicating paper, there also carbon black. So which gas makes that carbon black? Answer is ethane makes it. And for when very limited supply of air we have, then only. Soot means kajal, we put in our eyes and all the kajal. So that is also made from this one, very limited supply of air. Anyway, the reaction I had out here, C2H6, we have only complete oxidation in the syllabus, as per the reduced syllabus. We have to focus only on this. Plus excess of air, excess. It will give CO2 plus H2O directly. Now let us balance it now. Balancing is important here. You have to put 7 here, then only you will be able to balance. 7 to the 14, you have to put 4, you have to put 2 here. 2 to the 4 carbon, 2 6 are 12. You have to put 6 here. 6 oxygen plus 4 to the 8, 14 oxygen, all balanced. That is how you balance it. So these are the two reactions as per the reduced syllabus you have. So methane and ethane is complete, done. Any questions here? You have any questions? Okay. Now we are doing next one now, ethene. Ethene formula is C2H4, the second, alkene group, first member, ethene, and this is also called ethylene. Common name is ethylene. C2H4. This is unsaturated hydrocarbon with double carbon bonding, this takes preparation of ethene also is not there in this syllabus now. So properties only. So, what kind of reaction does it take part in substitution or addition? We say addition because this is unsaturated one. So, we have two reactions of addition reactions of ethene in the syllabus. One is called hydrogenation. Reaction with the hydrogen is called hydrogenation, and the reaction with the chlorine or halogen is called halogenation. Halogenation. The first reaction is to see reaction with the hydrogen. Reaction with H2 hydrogen, this is called hydrogenation. How to write the reaction here? Let C2H4 plus H2. This reaction takes place in the presence of catalyst nickel and the temperature must be 300 degrees Celsius. This to directly get added up, means that direct combination test we get C2H6. Finished. This is double bond is changing into single bond. Unstable hydrocarbon changes into stable bond. So it has tendency to add hydrogen or add some other elements in order to change into a saturated form. Unsaturated hydrocarbon is changing into a saturated hydrocarbon. This reaction is called hydrogenation, and it is used in hardening vegetable oil. You know, we get dalda, we get ghee and all. So they are actually liquid, but we change that into crystalline solids. That is called hardening of vegetable oil, and this reaction is responsible for hardening. Unsaturated hydrocarbon is changing into saturated hydrocarbon. Saturated means kind of, you know, like forming a crystalline solids over there. So this reaction is responsible. Now the second one, B. We say reaction with halogens. This is called halogenation. It's called halogenation. Reaction of ethane. I'm talking about ethane with halogen is substitution reaction, but reaction of ethene with halogen is the example of addition reaction. The reaction quality is different. So here we have C2H4 plus say bromine, iodine, chlorine, anyone we can take. I take suppose bromine out here, bromine, and this time we write on top of this 3Cl4 inert solvent. In the presence of the solvent C, carbon tetrachloride reaction takes place, and it will form C2H4 Br2. Then this is the double bond changing into the single bond. We have to show the single bonding like this now. C single bond C. Br2, one Br will come here, one Br will come here, then write H, direct combination takes place. We got C2H4, this is Br2. What is the name of this compound? You know, IUPAC name, what name do we give it? 1, 2, you say 1, 2. Direct bromoethane, this is the product. Why it is necessary to show that? Because you are showing that the double bond is changing into single bond. Okay. And the name of the compound formed is called 1, 2 dibromoethane. And one important observation is, you know, bromine, the color of bromine is brown. When ethene gas is passed through brown solution of bromine, the solution gets decolorized. This is colorless. It decolorizes the solution. That means that this observation gives us the test of our unsaturation. Any unsaturated hydrocarbon will pass through brown solution of bromine. The solution color will change from brown to colorless. If you are using chlorine or halogen, also will become CHCl, 1, 2 dichloroethane. There also the color will change. Chlorine water color is green. The green color there also decolorizes. But when we pass ethane gas through chlorine and also, the color change will not take place. But here the color changes. So that you have to know. Okay. That is how you can distinguish between ethane and ethene. You can use this bromine solution, the gas which is making the brown solutions colorless, that must be ethene. And the gas which does not change the color of bromine, that must be ethane. So that way you can distinguish. So, I hope you understood this reaction. Two reactions only have in the syllabus of this ethene. Okay, now we'll do what is the common name of it? Common name is ethylene. Yes? You have some questions? It is there in the copy. Are you copying it? It is there in your copy. Okay. Ethyne, formula C2H2, common name is acetylene, acetylene, acetylene. Okay. What kind of, this is also unsaturated hydrocarbon. This is also unsaturated hydrocarbon with triple bonding, with triple carbon bonding. Ethene was having double bonding and this is having triple carbon bond, triple. So this will also take part in the addition reaction only. And this is the most unsaturated form because this contains triple carbon bonding. The ethene is also unsaturated but less unsaturated than this one because that contains double bond and this contains triple bond. This is most unsaturated. This also takes part in the addition reactions only, not substitution reaction with the hydrogen and with the halogens. So with hydrogen, the two-stage reactions will take place. Here also two-stage reactions take place. Why two-stage? Because first triple bond has to be changed into double bond. Then double bond will finally change into single bond. Once it changes into single bond, that is stable, saturated. So no more bonding will be there now. After that, it will not take part in addition reaction after that. So two stages. First stage reaction is same as the previous one, C2H2 plus H2 nickel 300 degrees Celsius. It will change to C2H4. 2 plus 2 becoming 4. We have ethene gas form. Now this is double bond. C2H4 plus H2 again same condition. Now it change into C2H6. Finally we get saturated. So two stage reaction will take place here in this case because triple bond first changes into double bond and double bond now changes into single bond C2H6. This reaction is also used in hardening of vegetable oil. This reaction. And this will be hardening more because this is more unsaturated. This will cause more hardening of the vegetable oil. And you know the reaction with the halogens again is the same way we do. C2H2 plus I take bromine, I can take chlorine, anything or here any halogen. Here I have CCl4 inert solvent. This is an inert solvent. It does not react. It is only a solvent here. So this is double bond. We have to show this change in this. So it is triple bond. We have to show that it is forming a compound with the double bond. I will show carbon-carbon double bond between there because triple bond is changing to double bond. Br together, two Brs are there. So you can put Br, one Br over here, one Br over here, 2, 1, 3. You can put one here, 4. You can put here 4. Like this. What name will you give it to this compound? IUPAC name of this compound is what? Tell me. What is the name? 1, 2 dibromo ethene, double bond is ethene. 1, 2 dibromo ethene because of the double bonding here. Okay. Now this is first stage. Now second stage what will happen? This will come here. So this let it come out like this double bond CH. Here Br, here also Br, plus again Br to second stage. This and this. What will happen now? The double bond will change into a single bond. Right? Between C and C, single bond. And Br was already there. So I put Br, okay, Br. And 2 Br further comes here. 2 Br. So write 2 Br, write 1 Br here, one more Br over here. H and H over here. What is the name of this compound? Tell me, what name will you give? 1, 1, 2, 2. Tell ethane, single bond is there. No, it is with single bond. Ethane. 1, 1, 2, 2 tetrabromoethane. 1, 1, 2, 2 tetrabromoethane. This was ethene, this was double bond. This is single bond, so ethene. So you have to know the name of this compound also, right? And they may ask to write down the reactions here also the observation will be same. When ethene gas is passed through bronze solution of bromine, the brown color will get decolorized, then it will turn colorless. How to distinguish between ethene and ethyl gas? For that we have to do another test. And the another test that is when we pass ethene gas through ammoniacal cuprous chloride solution. Ammoniacal cuprous chloride solution, it forms red precipitate. Or when ethene gas is passed through silver nitrate solution, it forms white precipitate, white PPT. The probably test will not come now, but just I am giving an idea of this. So, according to the review syllabus, the organic chemistry syllabus is still here, till this much. And just giving us a small knowledge, name the gas used for hardening oil, hardening vegetable oil. The gas can be ethene and can be ethyl, both the gases, because both of them are unsaturated. Which is more efficient? We say this one. So this is having triple carbon bond. This is more efficient. And this gas, acetylene gas, this is also known as acetylene gas. It has a garlic smell, garlic-like smell, garlic-like smell it has, and it is used in ripening the green fruits. Acetylene gas is used in ripening green bananas, green mangoes. I mean unripened, like before season, immature fruits, we ripen faster by this gas, acetylene gas. And this gas, acetylene gas and ethene gas, is also used for welding purpose, welding. If you remember thermite mixture, I told, thermite mixture is introduced with a high temperature flame. And those high temperature flame comes from acetylene. Then there is called the kind of, the burner or the kind of torch they use, that is called oxyacetylene torch. Those who do the welding, the welders, they will be using that one, and they are using the thermite mixture and introducing the thermite mixture to this high temperature flame of acetylene and ethylene. I mean, that's ethene. Okay, these are the uses of these gases. I just mentioned it, but probably it is not in the syllabus. I checked that syllabus thoroughly. So your organic chemistry with this finishes.